Today, F was for fireflies, and I had some questions about how to create the firefly lantern, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So you're going to need 2 pieces of paper. You're going to need 1 piece of paper for the inside and 1 piece of paper for the outside. I recommend a lighter color for the inside because we're going to put fireflies on this one. You can draw the fireflies, or you can use the fireflies from our math activity and just cut those and glue those on. All right, so let's get started. We've got our 2 pieces of paper. We're going to start with the paper for the inside of the lantern. And we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut a strip from the top of this paper. Okay, so this is what we have so far. We just have the paper that's going inside the lantern, and we cut a strip from the top. Now we're going to move this strip because this will be the handle at the end that we put on the lantern, but we don't need that right now. That's for the very end. Let's just take a look at this piece of paper that's left. We're going to put fireflies on here. So I'm going to draw some fireflies for mine by just making an oval and a line, 2 wings, and 2 antennae. So I'm just going to draw some more fireflies. Oval, line, 2 wings, and 2 antennae. Just keep going and this will fill our lantern with fireflies. You'll see at the end, they'll look like they're inside. All right, so oval, line, 2 wings, and antenna. Oval, line, 2 wings, and antenna. Now I'm going to color this part at the top black. You don't have to do that, but I think it'll show up better on the inside of our lantern. And then I'm going to color the bottom part yellow, because we know fireflies glow, don't they? Okay, so now I'm going to move this aside. Once you get your fireflies drawn on or glued on this piece of paper, move that out of the way and get that second piece of paper that you have. This is going to be the outside of the lantern. Now you're going to take this piece of paper and fold it in half long ways. Let me show you that again. So I just took my second piece of paper and folded it in half. Now this is a very important step. I'm going to cut lines into this piece of paper. I want to make sure that I'm cutting on the folded part. I also want to make sure that I don't go all the way to the end. Let me draw a line with a marker. You don't have to draw the line, but I think it will help you to be able to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut a line right there. I'm on the folded part. There's the folded part, and I'm not going to go all the way to the end. So that's our next step. We're just going to cut some lines down our paper like this. Lines, lines, and more lines. Almost to the top, but not all the way to the top. Okay, so when you finish cutting all those lines, you can unfold your paper and it should look like this. Now we're going to take the other piece of paper, the one with the fireflies, and we're going to bring it back over, and we're going to put some glue right at the top. Okay, so let's take the paper that we just cut and let's put the top of that paper with the top of this paper. Let's glue the tops together. Okay, you can see what I did. I just glued the top of the outer paper to the one that's going to be inside my lantern. The top to the top. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the bottom. So I'm just going to lift up this top piece for a second and put some glue right here along the bottom of that Firefly page. And then I'm going to bring the bottom of this paper to the bottom of this one. And you're going to notice that the paper on the top is longer. And that's what you want. Remember, we cut off that handle, so that made the top piece longer than the one in the bottom. So when you glue the bottom to the bottom, you should have a little bump like that. So glue the top to the top and the bottom to the bottom. Now we're going to flip this over, flip it upside down. And then I'm going to bring this side over here to this side. Let me show you that again. So bring this side to this side. And I'm going to glue them or tape them together right there so that it makes like a circle. All right. Tape probably works best because if you glue it, you're going to need to hold it and make sure that it's really dry before you let it go. And since it's round like this, it's going to naturally want to unfold. So you've got to really hold it to make sure that it's stuck. And once you get that, look, you can see the lantern and the fireflies inside already. We're just going to put a handle on it. So remember that piece that we cut earlier? We're going to bring that back. And we're going to just glue it or tape it to the sides of our lantern like this. And there you have it. That's our lantern, and you can see we've caught some fireflies inside.